I made a beer using my favorite childhood cereal, Start cereal. I don't know if you have this in your country. In Sweden, it's very famous, yeah, because it has been around forever. You probably have something like this, baked oats. This is a grain to glass video, so you get to see the brewing footage and you will also see the final result in the end. Because this actually made into beer. I was kind of worried a few times during brew day, but you get to see that in the brew day. So yeah, let's get this party started. I'm Dr. Hans, this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. If you want to learn with me how to become better at beer and brewing, consider becoming a subscriber, or if you just want someone else to do this crazy experiment so you don't have to, click the bell and yeah, like the video. And of course, maybe we should address the elephant in the room. We had a brew day today over at BrewGoat. Today's sponsor, thank you BrewGoat. Fridge is taken, so I gotta get the beer out of the fermentor snub nose and put that into the fridge. Today at BrewGoat we brewed like a Welsh beer. It was a beer that Joachim, fancy, Jocke, he is one of the owners. It's I, Michael and Jocke, and this was a beer that Jocke fancies that we tried to mimic. But of course that needs to get into the fridge. But I just got home from that brew day and I need to record this video now because I'm trying to maintain like at least one video a week schedule. But enough said about that. Let's get into the brew footage and then we will come back and taste the beer. I added 2 fists of rice hulls so we don't get a stuck sparge. Okay, the idea with today's grain bill is we will mostly use the starch cereal. This contains oats, sugar, vegetable oil, syrup, flaked wheat, more wheat, glucose syrup, salt, vanilla aroma. Looking at the carbohydrates, 63 grams per 100, but 20 is sugar. So I'm calculating that these two will have 500 grams of sugar in it, and sugar is very easy for the yeast to consume. So I will only just use 2 kilos of Pilsner malt. And the reason for that is that I don't want to get such a strong beer. And Pilsner malt have a high diastatic power, means it's got a lot of enzymes, because the oats and the wheats in these aren't malted. So we need the enzymes from the Pilsner malt to convert these starches into sugar. If you are in like US, you could go for like a 6-row instead. They have an even more diastatic power, more enzymes. Or if you don't want to use malt at all, maybe you could try adding enzymes on your own. Should we try that in another episode? Comment down below. Let's have a look at the start. And there are some other varieties of this, but this is the natural one. There are with raisins and other alternatives too. And maybe you have like these in your country. If you have, comment down below the name of it, so you can share that. Let's have a look at it. See, it's like toasted oats with wheat and sugar. Really crunchy. But will it brew? I guess so. It sinks. Package number 2. Smells amazing. Like biscuits. Smells like Tomoyari cakes. If you're from Sweden and an old guy like me, you know what that tastes like. Brago, Göteborgs cakes. We need a malt also. Let's do more stupid things. Let's try to just put this on here. This is not a good idea. Sometimes I do wonder how I come up with all these stupid things. And the Pilsner malt is like a fancy Swedish variety, which I don't remember the name of, which I got from BrewGoat, today's sponsor. BrewGoat is a Swedish homebrew supplier, yeah, with their online shop, and of course they have a physical store here in Stockholm, Sweden as well, and some other alternatives for pickup points, so quite accessible. Oh gosh, this is gonna be one of those horrible brew days. This doesn't look right. They will probably ship all over Europe if you need to. This ain't gonna end good, guys. So this reminds me of when I did like the pasta beer. It doesn't look right. We will still carry on. Will it be beer? Looks strange. Maybe it will be marvelous. Giving it like 60 minutes now on 68. Then we're gonna take out the, oh gosh, the temperature for mash out to 76C. The good doctor will put up the Fahrenheit values for you. It seems like I'm taking another one for the team. Remind me again why I do these things. I do these crazy experiments so you don't have to. So at least give this video a thumbs up. So this will be a nightmare. I'm adding 2 more fists of rice hulls, trying to loosen up this sticky mess. If you haven't watched the pasta beer, it's also starting to rain now. Awesome. If you haven't watched that video, maybe you should go ahead and watch that video, because you never want to brew a pasta beer. Just take my word for it, or watch the video. I will try to link to that video down below if I remember. No promises. You can always search yourself. Yeah, search stupid Dr. Hans and and maybe it will pop up. This is just a sticky mess. Let's have a look at the wort. It doesn't look right. That's so much starch in there and messiness. It smells nice, but yeah, like crackers, Tom and Jerry cakes. My pump is broken. This is not like a low oxygen brew day. But if the pasta beer was drinkable, maybe this will be too. It's gonna be a nightmare to try to sparge this. An hour has passed. I don't think this is working really. Tasted the wort, it doesn't taste super sweet, and it still looks very, very murky. So we're gonna do like the iodine test today. If this contains starch, we will get a dark color when we add the iodine. And if it has no starch in it, if all the starches has been converted to sugars, this wouldn't really change color that much. That actually looks good. If there's starch in here, you would get like a, now there was a lot of iodine in it, you would get like a purple color. That's not purple. So this means that it actually are working. You want to know how it looks when there are starches left? Let me show you. Okay, so just let's mix in some flour in here, which should have a lot of starch in it. You see the difference? Now it got almost like black. That means that the conversion has happened. Not if it turns black, but yeah, you saw the color I got from the wort. This was from the starch from the flour. Don't know if you can pick it up. You get a purple, dark purple color. It means that it's working, guys. Taking the temperature up to 76-ish, and nothing looks right about this. Looks super starchy, but passed the iodine test, so gonna move on. Let this rest now for like 10 minutes, and then we will try to do a sparging, but it's gonna be hard. And yeah, let's see what fun. Let's find out. Also preparing the grill. Nice. And let's start raising up the grain pipe. If you haven't brewed beer before, this is not the way to brew beer. Don't brew with starch cereal. Use malt. Another one of my stupid ideas, and I don't think this will work out, but we'll try to see if we can sparge it normally. So far so good. It's actually moving. Might work. And oh, you're foggy. Well, that's better. It might just work, but it's gonna take a long time to sparge it. I haven't given up just yet, but it shouldn't look like this. This might take an hour if I don't cheat. Maybe I should go and get a beer to build up some stamina. Let's have a beer. Cheers. We'll talk about the beer. Can't believe that it's actually working. The malt pipe are riding on this little gadget, so we're always staying under the wort line. This beer though, Mandarina, Bavaria and Munich type 1 smash, SO4 pitched at 30 Celsius, then actually lower the temperature to 25. This fermented out in under 2 days. Video already up or to come or whatever. There's also a mistake in there. Michael's fault, of course. Who is Michael? Michael is the friendly guy you will meet at the BrewGoat store, or give him a call. It's working. Okay, let's try to get some of this nasty, that's sick foam on this one. Let's try to get it off. Need to put you down, sorry. Think I oversparged a bit. Oversparging though ain't a problem. Yes, I have a video on that also. Don't know if I will remember to link to everything. If it's smoking behind me, yeah, I'm smoking pork. There's a lot of foam, but it is quite loose. I did oversparge a bit. This is not a clear wort at all, and I'm guessing we will have some trouble tomorrow. It's gonna be a no-chill. When I brewed the pasta beer, it was like a gelatinized mess that came out first, so that could happen here also. And to do this as a no-chill might not be a dumb idea at all, because it means that we will cold crash this overnight. But yeah, as we will be drawing from the bottom, it could mean that the first will be nasty looking. It will be beer. I kept on scooping off the nasty foam, And I will now start a timer for 60 minutes. No bitter addition will go in, as this is a no-chill. So I'm thinking just adding some hops at the end. So I'll let this reduce down to the max mark there, which is 28 liters. I'm gonna start timing now for 60 minutes. And I've also like scooped out some nasty foam during the boil. I'll continue doing that. Hops aren't going in until the end because this is a no-chill. Might even let it cool down a little bit first before I add the hops. And we'll be adding some yeast nutrient and fruta flock at around 50 minutes, so see you for that. They are enjoying the spent grains. So did you like it? Tastes good? Yeah. They're always here on brew day. They're always here anyway, but yeah. I have the most spoiled deers in the world, I think. Yeah. Yeah, they are on their toes, but just eat it, guys. So they are well fed all the winter with my grains. Don't touch my beer. 50 minutes left. In goes some yeast nutrient and fruta flock. Do you think this will be drinkable? Comment down below. I will show you in the end of the video, of course, but comment before that. 60 minutes are over. It's starting to get chilly here. It looks great, but it's really windy and it's not that hot. And I have some pork going here, smoking. But enough said of that. Let's kill the heat. And I'm gonna let this cool down quite a bit. I'm thinking that maybe we could like add 200 grams of Cascade. But this is a no-chill. I think this is not gonna be a high gravity beer. So I don't want too much bitterness. So I'm gonna let it cool down a bit before we add the hops. Because the hops will sit in here until tomorrow. We are at 75C now. I've decided to go for 150 grams of Cascade. Thought I should dry hop with like 50 grams. So let's do 150 grams of Cascade. Going in. So this will be steeping until tomorrow. I'm going to do a light whirlpool here. And that's just to center all of the hops. And you don't need to do this massively. Don't need to like oxygenate your wort more than you need to. I find out just a slight whirlpool will actually collect everything. And this is probably all that you will need, because you see all of the worts are moving, and that means that starts to smell good. And that means that all of the debris will collect in the center. As said earlier, this is a no-chill, so I'll put some food wrap, what do you call it, plastic wrap, on top of the kettle, just to keep everything airtight. And where's my lid? And the lid to seal it. And I will just leave it until tomorrow to cool down. I have an entire video about no-chill and why I do this instead of using a cube. You can go and check that out. I won't remember to link to everything. Sorry. See you tomorrow. dehydrate some yeast. This is 2 bags of US-05. Okay, let's do this. Is there a way to... Do I have to hold this? Okay, so I will start by adding the yeast. That's better. It's wort. It looks all right. And actually draw a sample before this. We're measuring at 1048, which is not so bad. This is gonna be beer. It smells a little hoppy. I'm giving it a blast of oxygen. Nice. Okay, everything is set up, pressurized to 35 psi. I'm gonna put a plastic bag on it now and let it start ferment. I already spoiled it. It made itself into beer, and let's pour it. Trassel på engelska. One of my favorite glasses, the teak glass. You find link in the description to the teak glass, and of course link to BrewGoat, today's sponsor. BrewGoat is a Swedish homebrew supplier, but they ship like everywhere. Just give Mikael a call. Mikael is the guy who works in the store. Jocke is the guy running, like the IT guy, and I'm doing nothing. I drink the beer. There we have the beer. The head died off straight immediately whilst I was trying to make a stupid thumbnail for this video. So head retention like 0, but it was a soft white head on it. But it's a gorgeous color. Like a, I would say like fluorescent even. Looks amazing. Let's give it a nose. Yeah, I really get like a boom, cascade. There was a lot of cascade in this. I'm gonna run through the recipe. Yeah, I have it on my phone. The recipe is already up on my Patreon page in the big Dr. Hans recipe book, where the patrons get to dig into that. And I try to do like a lot of behind the scenes and vlog style there on Patreon. So if that sounds interesting to you, check that out. And of course, there's also like channel membership now, as I just hit like 10k subs. Amazing. Lemonade grapefruit. Smells really nice. And that brew day, yeah, as you saw, I didn't think that this were gonna work, but it was. Yeah, it smells really nice. It's an awesome beer. You could really try this, because this turned out amazing. It's a really hop potent beer. I've got really fresh cascade hops in this. Now I can really like punch in a lot of hops in my beer, because yeah, I stole the hops from BrewGoat. If you saw my last video where I did like the hop cloning, I will put a link down below to that. Made a lot of hop plants, and they are now available at BrewGoat. So yeah, I stole some hops and I gave them some hop plants. So yeah, cheers, Michael. Go sell those plants. I'm not like making any money if the plant's selling, but I am a co-owner in BrewGoat, so yeah. But what should I have done with like 80 hop plants? Yeah, like the smell on brew day, I said like a biscuity Tom or Jerry kex, but yeah, I don't really get that. I get more like a floral grapefruit lemon. It's more like hop forward, but I did add a lot of hops in it. This fermented out to 10-13. Let's have a look at the recipe. Awesome beer. Of course, head retention sucks, and yeah, as everyone knows, we do like a good head. I used 2 packs of start, and I used 2 kilos of Pilsner malt. That was the grain bill. I tried to like read on here and calculate in Brewfather 2.6 kilos of the cereal and 2 kilos of Pilsner. So we had like 43.5% Pilsner malt and 56.5% Pilsner malt. And hops wise, I steeped 150 grams of Cascade, and that really translated out nicely. This was fermented with SO4, so it ended at 1013, started at 1048, which gave us an ABV about 4.6%. I matched this at 68C and did a mash out at 76. And this was fermented under pressure at ambient temperature at 2.4 bar, 35 psi. I was really worried there on brew day, but this was really a treat. Have you ever brewed with cereal, or do you have this kind of cereal in your country? Please comment down below. You can try this recipe with another cereal, something like that. This is like oven baked oats, but if you really read the ingredients, you will see that it's oats, it's sugar, vegetable oil, syrup, flaked wheat, more wheat, glucose, salt, vanilla, aroma. Yeah, so it's not only oats, and this is really sweet. I mashed this a little higher because I thought like the high amount of sugars, I'm looking at the grains, could really dry this beer out, and therefore I also used the SO4. And maybe I could have used like a USO5. Maybe it wouldn't have been too dry, because this ended up like 1013, and if I had used a USO5, maybe we had ended up like 1010, 1009-ish, maybe. But the cool thing here is we did end up with an extraordinary beer, because this is really great. The only thing I'm not so keen about is the lack of head retention. And that's probably due to the vegetable oil in the cereal. I'm guessing that. If you are low on malt, could you use something like that? And yeah, I really needed to use some malt, because I can't make a beer just from start, but I choose the malt with a lot of enzymes in it, the Pilsner malt. If you live in US, you have even like 6-row, which could even be better, and then I'm guessing you could use less malt. Or you have to go and get the enzymes from another place. There has never been a malt shortage at my house, and hopefully there will never be. But if you're short on malt, you start. Cheers guys, and thanks for watching. If you haven't already, consider becoming a subscriber to hit that little bell so you get notification when I put out a new video, and please help out by liking the video. Thanks for watching. Dr. Hans out. Now go and watch this video.